Okay.
I mean, it was really just a full breakdown, everything that you need to learn, basically the A to Z.
From where to start, exactly what to do, how to do it, all the systems, the programs.
The resources and things that were given throughout the training was just phenomenal.
Welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to Deal Desk, where every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I call random leads all around the country. You guys can submit the leads you want me to call live on the link in my Instagram profile. Let's get started. All right. I'm going to open up the spreadsheet. We'll get right to it. No time to waste. So the first market we're going to go back to is Minneapolis. We actually called a few of these. We have some Minneapolis, some in New Jersey, some in Memphis, some in Nebraska, all over the place. So let's get it started. All right, let me go ahead and dial this one right here. If you're new to watching this, welcome. If you submit your leads, I only call twice. If they don't pick up the second time, no voicemail, no text, I keep going. Pay close attention on how I communicate with people, overcome objections. I handle angry people, happy people, sad people, all kinds of people. Sometimes we close live deals on here, okay? All right. And if you want to watch this live, feel free to go to my YouTube channel. You can watch me, my face and the house as well. All right. And then I'm also going to upload a video on YouTube when it comes to running comps. Okay. Because that's a whole nother story. But let's get it started. First property is in Minneapolis. All right. Smile dial. Let's get it right here. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. First phone call. Here we go. Let's see if the person picks up the phone. Turn this up. Let's see. This property asking price doesn't say. Actually, 400,000. No, 190. Actually, 199. Everything in fair, good condition. Roof has not been updated since he's had it. Doesn't know. Let me see here. Hello? Let's call him right back. Whenever you're calling people, now take notice, these leads I'm talking to, I've never spoken to these people at all, okay? But when I call these people, I pretend like I know them. I don't want to sound too salesy. Hi, is Mr. Bob available? This is Steven with XYZ offer. It sounds too telemarketing. People, most of the time, they'll hang up when they're trying to get sold over the phone. So right off the bat, I want to announce them by their name, right? Hey, Mr. Bob. All of a sudden, they're going to wonder, like, why is this person calling me? Who is this person? And then I say, I'm calling in regards to your property. Hey, Mr. Lamb. Oh, hold on a second. I don't know if that was a voicemail. Let me call him right back. I think I was talking, and then he picked up, and I didn't know he was going to answer the phone. But if he doesn't pick up this time, move on to the next one. My water at? You guys always see me drink this water. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, the next one is in New Jersey. New Jersey, here we go. We actually locked up a deal on the deal desk here in New Jersey once. All right, New Jersey. Let's see. Okay. It's crazy because you'll notice when I call people from different parts of the country, they have different personalities. And my approach is actually the same no matter what the situation, what kind of seller it is. I always want to adapt myself to the seller's personality, but I want to remain in control of the conversation the whole time. Okay, so we're moving on to New Jersey. This person is asking $400,000. Mr. Norman.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, Mr. Norman, my name is Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property in Newberry Road. Were you still looking to sell that property?
Yeah,
Did I catch you at a good time?
I can't. What do you say?
Did I catch you at a good time?
Oh, my wife. We just had a car accident. My wife just got killed in the accident at a funeral about 3 weeks ago. So, not a good time.
I'm sorry to hear that. Call my partner back whenever you'd like. My condolences.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
That's unfortunate. So obviously somebody like that, I'm not, we get all kinds of people in here. So people like that, you want to give them a lot of space. Let me move on to the next lead. So anytime somebody's going through like a family thing like that, you can't be on top of them as much as a regular lead when it comes to follow up, and they actually respect when you give them space. So I would follow up with that person maybe in 30 days, not in a week, not in 2 weeks. I'll give them about 30 days, and because they're not getting calls just from you. Keep that in mind. You are not ever the only person the seller's talking to. They're getting numerous calls from people. They're probably sick and tired of repeating themselves from people. But if you're that person who gives them space, you check in with them on a longer time period, they're going to lean more towards you because you just respect their time more. True story. All right, so we're moving on to Indianapolis. All right, let's see. So whoever submitted that lead, Mr. Norman in New Jersey, make sure you follow up with them in about 30 days. Okay. All right. Next one right here. Let's see what we got. Last week, I think it was last week, we talked to the guy who was giving away free properties. I don't know if you guys remember that gentleman was giving away free properties, but he was giving them all to his family. But he had a good problem. He didn't know what to do with the money. So I asked him, hey, like, why don't you reinvest it in real estate? And he said he's tired of real estate, whatever. The guy must be loaded, but definitely follow up with that guy, whoever submitted that lead, because that's actually a good lead. He was very open, and I think if the price makes sense, you could definitely close him. All right, so we're going to Indianapolis, dialing the lead right now. Let's see if I dialed this right here. 765, okay. Okay. Put on speaker. Let's see. So this person, they're asking $45,000. Indianapolis is one of those lower price kind of markets. Kitchen needs to be updated. Roof is in okay condition, but might need repairs. Can close ASAP on it. That's good. Liquidating cash flow property. That's why he wants to sell.
Please leave your message.
Something for me is I never run comps unless the person's on the phone, because I say this all the time, and I see people make the same mistake. If you're running comps before you call the person doesn't pick up the phone, you just wasted a few minutes of your precious time trying to talk to somebody else that wants to sell. Okay, let's call him one more time. If he doesn't pick up, we're moving on to Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. Moving on to Memphis, Tennessee. Here we go. Memphis is another pretty good market. Let's see. 497. Okay. Memphis, Tennessee. This owner, what are they asking? Owner did not give an asking price. Most of the time, they don't want to give an asking price. And this is how you got to get the price out of them.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Hill.
Yes, can I have?
Hey, Mr. My name is Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property on Fox Meadow Road. Did I catch it at a good time?
Sir, which one? I ain't been out so much, but
What was that?
I said, how can I help? Because I ain't been out a bunch of clips.
Oh, sure. Were you still interested in selling that property?
Okay, so yes, sir. How much you plan on giving?
How much do I plan on giving you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's actually why I want to call you. I just want to make sure I call you at a good time. I'd love to give you an offer. I just have to ask you a few questions. Is that okay? This is that. This is kind of aggressive seller. Listen. Listen, this guy.
Some people down here, they can go look at the house if they want to. Not being connected.
I love these sellers. Oh, he hung up. So if anybody ever hangs up the phone, I call him right back and I say, I'm sorry, we get disconnected. Now, before I call him back, I want you to realize something. You will get aggressive people like that. The thing is, when people try to rush you, give me an offer, give me an offer, give me an offer, you cannot give in. Because in order for them, you want to tell these guys, hey, in order for me to give you the best offer possible, there's a series of questions we have to go through. However, if you don't want to sell that property and you don't want an offer, that's okay. All right. Most of the time, people like that try to rush you to get an offer are not serious anyway. So you're actually going to be saving yourself some time. So I'm going to call this guy right back. He's either going to get really pissed off or he might give in. So let's call him again and let's see what happens. Okay. You cannot be afraid to call angry people back. One of these episodes, this guy hung up. I called him right back, and he actually accepted the offer. I'm not saying that this guy's in the same boat, but let's try it out. Okay? Right off the bat, the guy was he was upset. But then again, he might not be as motivated. All right, call him more time. If he doesn't answer, I'm moving on to the next one. We're still going to be in Memphis, Tennessee, by the way.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, so he's ignoring the calls. On to the next one. But don't ever give in. When somebody says, whether you guys are doing this yourself or you have a team, you're going to get people that try to rush you. When you give in to people that rush you, you might give a high offer, too much of a low offer, or worst case scenario, you're just going to catch somebody that's not motivated. You're going to spend too much time on somebody that's not interested in selling, okay? Anyways, moving on to the next one. We're still in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see how this one goes. All right, dialing the number here. I love when I get angry people because you get to a point where no matter what somebody says to you over the phone, it doesn't really affect you. Kind of rolls off your back. But for me, when I get pissed off people, it's not a me problem. It's a them problem. That's how it is over the phones, in person, in life. You know what I'm saying? People that automatically get aggressive with you, the first thing I say, I'm sorry, did I say something to upset you? I'm trying to give you an offer on the property. And if they still continue being rude, it's not really worth your time. Try to convince them to sell their house at a discount. Maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Just make sure you don't spend time with people that aren't serious about selling. It affects your productivity and your team's productivity. Let me call this lead back one more time. If not, we're moving on to Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. So we're still Memphis. Not answering the phone. Moving on to Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. Not too familiar with this market, but regardless what lead you guys put in the system, I use the exact same approach and the exact same way to make comps and make offers. It doesn't matter. We get people all over the country, all kinds of angry people, just like that guy right there. But let's see if we can get a hold of this person right here in Omaha. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'll just say his first name. So he's asking 90, updated roof, carpet, paint, fair condition. They have ghosted me for a couple of days, no longer answering. Okay. What is the reason for selling? Owner has health problems, moved back with home with parents. House has been vacant
You have reached the
for
voicemail box.
2 years. If somebody ghosts you, let me tell you something. Let me redial them, and I'll tell you a quick tip for people that ghost you, because that's one of the most frustrating things that can happen. All right, so this person's not picking the phone. If somebody ever ghosts you, obviously you want to keep calling them. But if you're in their market, put a sticky note on their door. If you're not, have an agent put a sticky note on their door. Send them an Amazon gift card. Send them a pizza. You got to get creative with this stuff. I know somebody that one of these investors, she actually sprays perfume on the sticky note and puts on the door, and she gets called back. It's just human psychology. It sounds crazy, but you got to get creative with this stuff. If their phone's not disconnected, at some point they have to pick up their phone. Try from different phone numbers. Try Google Voice. Try a business line. Try an office line. Whatever. You got to switch it up. at some point they got to pick up the phone. Send them a letter. If they still don't pick up, skip trace that person. Reach out to their relatives and make sure they're on the same boat. Because you never know what's going on in the background. So as long as you hit them from different angles, you're going to be more likely to speak with them. All right, the next one, we're back in Minneapolis. Let's give this person a call. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Man, I want to talk to some angry people today. All right. Minneapolis. Asking price. Wants us to make an offer. HVAC.
Hello?
Hey, Peter.
Yeah?
Hi, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property on Cedar Lake Road.
Maybe.
Were you still interested in selling that property?
No, I actually was never interested in selling the property. I was interested in what it's worth. That's all.
Oh, so no matter how much we paid you, you wouldn't be looking to sell it all. You're just trying to see what's might be worth.
Well,
or what?
we all have our numbers, but
this is a perfect example of somebody I wouldn't waste my time with. Gotcha. And I'm very upfront. We're in the business of buying properties, not making offers. So keep my number, or my partner will follow up with you, and then when you're ready to sell, I'll be more than happy to help. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye. This is a perfect example. I say this all the time. You're going to get people that say, I'm not really looking to sell unless it's the right price. And then you're going to get people that say, I'm not looking to sell. I just want to see what it's worth. The people, trust me, guys, I've been doing this for a long time. The people that say, I'm not looking to sell. I just want to see what it's worth. If I went through the whole script with this guy, by the time I got to the end, he would say, okay, thank you. Thank you. That's it. And I wasted 7 to 10 precious minutes. Okay. So just make sure you know how to separate those people, because you can easily weed out people that want to sell or not simply by listening to how they ask you or what they tell you, right? Not looking to sell unless it's the right price. Continue, because we don't know what their right price is. I'm not looking to sell. I just want to see what the house is worth. Do not continue, because all they're looking to get is basically a free estimate. And the thing is, you don't ever want to just hang up on those people, right? Where are we now? We're still in Minneapolis, and we're going to Miami, Melbourne, Miami Beach, Jacksonville, Detroit. All right. While I dial this next one, you always want to leave off on a good note, because if that guy ever changes his mind for whatever reason, you do want to say, hey, we're in the business of buying properties, not necessarily just giving offers and estimates of your property. However, keep my number. When you are interested in selling, give my partner and I a call. We'll be more than happy to help. Okay. So that way you leave off on a good note, and you leave a good lasting impression on them. But you do not want to try. You can't force somebody to sell that doesn't want to sell. You can't motivate somebody that's not motivated. That's just the way it is. In our company, we want to focus on people that actually want to hear offers and is interested in selling the property. All right, this is a very hard name to pronounce.
0612817.
Okay, let me call this guy right back. This is in Minneapolis. If he doesn't answer, we're moving on to Miami. Hello. All right, moving on to the next one. We're going to Miami, Florida. Okay. Miami, Florida. I hear a lot about Miami and all these other high-priced markets, that they're very saturated. And I really think that's more of a mindset thing. If you think a market is saturated, that means there's a demand for whatever the services are. Because I know people in New York and Miami and DC and California crushing it. And obviously, you might not get the same amount of volume than these lower price markets, but the assignment fees are huge. Okay. So it just depends. Hey, whoever submitted this lead, you have too many numbers on here, I think. Let me just make sure. Unless I need glasses. Actually, maybe I might need glasses. Anyways, don't get discouraged if you're in an area that, obviously, you want to analyze the zip codes and see where the most cash transactions are, but don't ever have the mindset of, oh, this market's too saturated. It may not work for me. That's not the case. I'm telling you, if other people can crush in those markets, so can you. Okay? So keep that in mind.
Hello. Please leave
Let's call this guy one more time. Then we're moving on to Melbourne, Florida. All right, so this guy's asking $349,000. Roof is 20 years old, HVAC 20 years old. Half of duplex needs remodel. Reason for selling, liquidation. This is a Spanish last name, and I'm calling Miami. One thing that I'll tell you, if you guys are bilingual, something that I usually don't do because I understand Spanish. I speak Spanglish. My first language is Spanish, but whenever I speak to a homeowner and I know they're Spanish, I don't tell them I can speak Spanish right up front, because sometimes when you're negotiating, you put them on hold and you're crunching your numbers, they'll talk to whoever's in the house and they'll say things that will actually give you an advantage. Okay. It's like you have a crystal ball. So at the very end, I'll let them know that I speak Spanish. But it's crazy. Some people, like, when they don't realize that you understand what you're saying, they may say stuff that you need to know, right? It's like you're a sidekick. All right. So this lead, we're moving on to Melbourne, Florida. This guy is asking,
HMS Property.
hey, Robert.
This is Bob.
Hey, Bob, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner in regards to your property on Bell Street. Were you still interested in selling?
Yeah, right now the tenants have an option to buy, but that runs out on the 10th.
On the 10th. Okay. Did I catch it a good time?
Yeah, what you need. I'm just driving.
Perfect. Perfect. So my process is actually very simple. What I wanted to do is just ask you a few questions about it. That way I can go and evaluate the area or hit on the computer, see what I can offer you. It takes about 7 minutes. Is that okay?
Good.
All right, perfect. So I was actually looking here in the notes. Last time you spoke with my partner, it says it needs no major repairs. It's in fair condition, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, has a large vacant lot. Can you tell me a little bit more specifically about, the condition of the interior, any work it might need? Bedrooms, bathrooms, roof, AC.
You probably could put some kitchen cabinets in there. The tenants had a leak under the sink, a drain pipe, and garbage disposal. But it's got granite countertops we put in a couple of years ago. What else? When I bought it a few
While
years
these
ago,
guys are talking, I just run my
bathroom
comps because I really just care about the condition. If it fits under needs full rental, fair condition, fully renovated, and then I'm off to the races. Now I do need to get some tenant information as well.
It's got some laminate floors in there and everything. If they scratch some of those up, that might have to be done, and obviously painting. Other than that, I don't know if anything else. Got a brand new air conditioner in it.
Brand new AC. Okay, perfect. And the tenants in it.
Upgraded.
Go ahead. The electrical's upgraded.
Yeah, tenants have been great. They've been in there for, I think it's coming on 5 years.
This guy wants above full market value. Don't they all just want that? He wants $250. Well, that's what he put. Let me re-ask him. Got it. And the tenants, that's great that they're good tenants because we actually buy properties with tenants in it as well, as long as they're good. Are they in a month-to-month or annual lease?
They're annual lease. We actually got two tenants, one on the house side and then one on the lot. The lot is not vacant. It's got a larger storage unit on there. Construction company uses it.
Oh, okay.
Separate porch, driveway.
I thought you said somebody lives in the storage.
No, nobody lives there.
Okay. All right. So somebody's using it. What is the storage renting for in the back?
The vacant lot is $750 a month.
Okay, $750 a month. And the house?
14.
14. Okay, and you
I
said
know I can get more. I know I can get more for it, but they've been with us for so long. You don't give them a little bit each time.
Gotcha. And you said, I'm sorry, they're in a month-to-month or annual lease?
Annual lease.
Annual lease. Okay. Perfect. It seems like a decent property. What's got you interested in selling the property? I want to get a little bit more information out of them.
We have another project going on.
Then I'm going to get a time frame out of them.
Getting into. So,
gotcha.
We're just going to raise the money, and we got equity in that.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And if you got an offer that made sense, what kind of time frame more or less were you looking to sell? Like a week, a month, a couple months? Hello?
Yeah, we have a bunch of properties
Oh.
that we have.
I don't think you heard me. Hey, and if you got an offer that made sense to you, what kind of time frame were you looking to sell? About a week, a month, a couple months?
As long as the tenant's lease stays in, we sell immediately.
Okay, perfect.
I got to give the construction guy time to move his stuff out. So
Of course.
obviously, I would need probably 30 days to allow him to move, unless you kept him on there as well.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm trying to look around the area here at some similar properties. While I'm looking around, did you have any idea as to what you think it might be worth or what you're looking to at least sell for?
Oh yeah, we offered it to the tenants for $220 if they don't go through a real estate, and $235 the real estate's.
He wants full market value. I got to be at like 120. Gotcha. Okay. Let me take a look here real quick. And you're the only decision maker on this property, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm the major investor, so.
Perfect. And I'd like to be upfront with everybody because, we are an investment company, so we may not always be a good fit. But most of the time, if we're not a good fit, we do have a team of agents that can assist you just in case. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm looking here in the area. Obviously, we got to get these properties at a price that makes sense to us. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I always like to confirm the tax records on the square footage because sometimes it's way off. It says here it's a 3.2, 1728 square feet, built in 1961. Does that sound about right?
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Good thing I'm confirming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to anchor price this guy. He's probably not going to take it. He's an investor. But then we're going to present the listing option.
I think it's a 4.2.
Dang, he wants more than anything that's selling in the area.
Like office space.
So he seems serious, but not motivated. The highest sold property I've seen in this area is 220, which I think he said that he was offering that as an option.
Which we did, and we just opened up the doorway for them. And
with investors, you can be a lot more direct. You could say cash comps, ARV, all that stuff, but
so you can.
Let me see if I can restate the benefits. See if I can get him a little bit lower. Okay. He's probably going to stay at his number and not go lower, only because he's an investor. He's not a motivated homeowner in distress situation. He's just kind of like serious about selling, but he's asking above full market value.
Which we did at one point. We had I think he was an accountant. He was some kind of financial guy. He was in the front, and then we had tenants in the house, and then we had the construction.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the area. Now, your property, you said the bathrooms, the kitchen, they were last updated recently, or are they just in fair shape?
Oh, recently. It was right before I bought the place.
Mm-hmm.
The guy had did it. He had added on that front area. It used to be one of those little box, I have another one a couple of blocks over, 1961. Same thing, but it's original, and that's what it is, 1,800 square feet.
Gotcha.
But this was added on, and that whole front section is new. And
the more time people talk to you, the more time you have comps. I'm already looking at my comps. My max offer is probably 177. Gotcha. Because I do see, and so it's fully renovated. You're talking about like granite countertops, the whole works.
Yep.
That's perfect. Okay. So let me ask you this. Obviously, since we're an investment company, if we covered, the closing costs, the fees, the commissions, all that we can really just close in a time frame that works best for you. What do you think is the best price you can do?
Well, like I said, I was getting $220. If they take it, it's $220 from them. And obviously, I got to pay my closing costs, but there's no commissions.
Right, and we can pay the closing costs as well if we can agree to a price. But I'm looking at some property similar to yours in the area. Are you familiar with Garner Avenue? Garner Avenue, right on the other side over there, right across Sarno Road.
that in Exora Park?
No, it's right next to Bel Air. It's literally right across the street, right around the corner. But this one over here in Garner, 1908 Garner Avenue. This one's similar to yours. This one sold it for $162. And I want to be quiet now. This one's actually up, not
it just
fully.
depends on the condition. We have one right across the street I tried to buy. It was selling for a song.
And if he doesn't like the price, we can't agree on a price. He can always be a cash buyer. So you want to capitalize on these leads, whether they want to sell or not.
Like I said, I was
So-
in the area. There's no 5.3 in the area with that kind of square feet. And
Yeah. He might even be a really good creative financing deal. Obviously, that's not something I structure on the deal just because there's a lot more that goes into that. But let's see if we can.
As well as Bell Street.
Gotcha. So you said 220 is the best price you can do.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're looking at. I mean that's what obviously that's what the real estate said that we would get, and then she would add her commission on if we went through her.
Yeah. Okay. And is this something you would need all the money up front?
Yeah, we're moving that into a commercial deal. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Got it. Yeah.
that's the goal.
Got it. I think you're actually asking now I'm gonna switch it. I think you're actually asking a pretty, decent price. As far as like an investor, it's probably a little bit tight. I would have to check in with my partner, but is listing something you ever might be open to in order to get that price range?
Is what?
Is listing it on the market something you ever might be open to in order to get that price range?
Yeah, well, it'll be listed on the 15th.
On the 15th, you already have a dedicated agent for it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when she if the tenant
So
don't pay,
the listing options are the question.
well,
The cash offer is not going to make sense.
She's going to list it for us.
Somebody's going to buy this, but it's not going to be. Gotcha. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just check in.
The tenant's after the 10th.
The
tenant's
10th,
after
right.
The 10th to purchase it.
Gotcha.
The construction guy, he doesn't want the whole house, but he's
I don't know how he's going to sell this for 220.
he would like to stay on, whoever buys it, but
So let me see if he's open to
yeah,
buying some more
whoever buys it,
properties.
they don't
That's
want
something
the-
you also want to
the
ask.
yard for themselves.
Gotcha. And are you actively looking to buy more, investment properties in this area?
Well, we have quite a few in the area. Like I said, we're working on a commercial deal, and this is our highest generating income property, but it also has the most equity in it because it has the potential of 3 tenants. It has a great income.
What kind of commercial is it?
But, yeah.
What kind of commercial property is it?
It's going to be it's apartments and like a strip commercial out front.
Oh, perfect.
Retail.
Okay. Yeah, we actually do some of that as well. If you'd like, if we come across something that may fit your criteria, maybe I can pass it over to you. Maybe it's something we can work together on if that's something you're open to.
Yeah, always open to a good deal.
Perfect, because there's not too many people that are actually in the commercial, space. It seems like you already know what's going on. So here's what I'll do, because I don't want to waste your time with this house. We wouldn't be a good fit. You already have an agent you're working with, which is great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my partner that you originally spoke with a while back contact you. She'll kind of jot down your commercial criteria, and if we come across anything that fits it, we can go and do a deal then.
Okay.
All right? Well, thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye. Hey, that went actually very well. So with investors, like, you can be a lot more direct. I'm not going to try to keep bashing. If somebody's firm on a price, I ask him what's the best price you can do after giving some comps and stuff, but he's firm on that price. He's not motivated to sell. He's serious about selling. He's going to list it whether he gets that price or not. So this guy was talking about commercial liquidating his assets and all that stuff. What you want to do anytime you get a person like that, don't just say, okay, have a good day and put them on follow-up. You got to make sure that you capitalize on that relationship. So who submitted this lead? Let me check who submitted this real quick. Justin, you submitted this lead. Make sure you reach out to this guy. And for those of you that don't know, if you have any commercial properties that's 20 plus units in Florida or Georgia, self-storage, 100 plus units, any kind of industrial. My partner and I are buyers for these kinds of properties. And so if you come across something, shoot me a DM. We'll give you equity or a fee. Okay. So just throwing that out there. Anyways, that was a good call, not because it was a hot investment deal that was motivated, but you can definitely leverage that relationship to sell that guy's properties. I feel like he would buy more single family homes if the rent makes sense. But right now he's working on the commercial projects, which is great. The guy's savvy, knows what he's doing. So that's just a great call. Okay. Great call. All right. So moving on to the next one. Let's see what we got. That was a really, really good call. We're going to Miami Beach. Miami Beach, Florida. All right. So before I dial this one, if you guys here on YouTube, I do have a course that teaches you the whole acquisitions process from A to Z, how to run comps, how to overcome objections, some live calls. We're going to be adding a lot of really solid content on there that you won't see anybody else doing. It's a fresh, updated course. If you guys are interested in that, shoot me a DM on Instagram that says Clubhouse, and I will give you a promo code that'll reduce the price from $497 to $97. I don't think you'll find anything else out there for $97 from somebody that actually does this live and it's proven. So if you want to get that course at a ridiculous discount, 80% off, shoot me a DM. I will send you a promo code. Okay. Anyways, on to the next one. We're going to Miami Beach. This person's asking $10,000 a door. So let's see what this is all about. Now, anytime you get a lead that has multifamily or any kind of commercial that's generating income, it's not something you can really give an offer in 7 minutes or less. Like you have to ask a few more questions, you know, rent rolls, income, expenses. Hold on. Let's see if they pick up the phone. For these, you want to gather enough information where you can say, hey, I got all the information I needed. Is it okay if I give you a call back in 5 or 10 minutes? Okay. Because sometimes there'll be very cookie cutter comps, but if there's not, depending what kind of property it is, it's up to you to get their email, have them send you information. You can't just go by what they say, especially if it's like a mom and pop managed kind of multifamily property. A lot of times, you know, they don't have good management in place, which most of the time that's why they want to sell. So if you ever have a multifamily property, ask more questions: taxes, insurance, rent rolls, occupancy, vacancy, all that stuff plays a huge role as to who's going to buy it. Okay. So this person's not picking up the phone. Just want to throw that out there. You know, multifamily properties, commercial properties, it's not something you give an offer in 7 minutes and that's that. Okay. All right. We're moving on to Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see what we got in Jacksonville. If you want to watch this stuff live, go over to YouTube. I go and show a picture of the house and put some stuff on there. All right. Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see what this person says. So this person,
David Andrews.
Mr. Andrews, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Great. Hey, my name is Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property on Menace Street. Did I catch you at a good time?
How can I help you?
Were you still interested in selling that property?
Not particularly.
Oh, okay. So no matter how much we paid you, you wouldn't be looking to sell?
How much are you offering for the property?
Yeah, that's actually why I want to call you to give you an offer. Do you have about 7 minutes? Is that okay?
Do you have an offer?
Yeah, I just have to ask you a few questions about the property. That way I can give you the best offer possible. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
All right, great. So my process is real simple. I'm very upfront, very transparent. Just want to ask you a few questions about it. That way I can go and evaluate the area in the computer, see what I can offer you. It takes about 7 minutes. Is that okay? Let's come right back. The thing is, if he doesn't have 7 minutes, I'm not giving him an offer. That I do that religiously. When I talk to people, notice in the beginning, first of all, he's not interested in selling. Well, not particularly. Oh, no matter how much we paid you, you wouldn't be interested in selling? Well, what's your offer? What's your offer? You see how I reeled him back into the conversation? Now, people like that, if they initially don't want to sell, okay, and then you ask them that question, and all of a sudden now they want to hear what you got to say, they're going to be back in the conversation, but most of the time they're either going to be open or closed. This guy just hung up the phone. I'm going to call him right back, okay, and ask him if we got disconnected, if he's interested in selling. Okay, so let's call him right back. Now, if somebody doesn't have 7 minutes, the reason I always ask, hey, do you have about 7 minutes? If they don't have 7 minutes, do you think when it really comes to negotiating the price, we got Clubhouse here in the building, we got YouTube here, do you really think if somebody doesn't have 7 minutes and it comes to negotiations of the price, they're not really going to be engaged with you, right? They might be in the grocery store, they might be driving, but they will not be fully engaged in what your offer is. And what if they do like the price and they agree to it? They're not going to be in a position to sign a contract. So I'm going to call Mr. Andrews right back, okay? Because remember, originally he said, I'm not particularly interested in selling. Then I threw out the question, so no matter how much we paid you, you wouldn't be looking to sell? Well, what's your offer? Okay? So now then I got him back to it. So let me call him right back. Let's see, he might get angry. He might get angry. He might be nice. Let's see what kind of person he is. That's what you get on the deal desk, you know? He actually has a pretty nice looking house. If you're on YouTube, you can see it, what I'm looking at. All right, so Andrew's got his feelings hurt, and hello.
Hi.
Yeah, you guys feelings hurt. All right, moving on to the next one. Right, we're moving on to Detroit, Michigan. Then we got Dallas, we got Naples, we got Houston, we got San Antonio, we got Dover, we got Tampa, we got Phoenix. We got all kinds of markets. Doesn't matter where you guys submit this. I will call them and have the same approach, the exact same way. If you guys replay older episodes, you actually see me close deals live, sign contracts live. Is that going to happen every single time? No. Are you going to learn every single time? Yes. Will we get angry people, sad people? It happens all the time. Okay. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. We are in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Let's give them a call. So depends what part of Detroit you're going to get. It reminds me kind of a little bit like Baltimore, very block by block in some areas, lower price points. There's still money to be made in Detroit. I don't care what anybody says. I know people crushing it in Detroit. So let's see what happens. Let's give them a call. So this person asking price, seller would not provide that. Those are my favorite. Repairs are needed. Roof recently done. No major updates in the kitchen, bathrooms. What property condition? Excellent condition. Reason for selling. Miss Reed.
Hello. Yes.
Hey, Miss Reed, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property on Warwick Street. Were you still looking to sell?
What do you offer?
Yeah, that's actually what I want to call you. Did I catch you at a good time?
No, not really. I'm on the line with somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, no problem. What's a better time my partner can call you back? I don't want to interrupt.
In about an hour.
Okay, I'll let them know. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Something that I do religiously is I always ask people, did I catch it at a good time? And also I tell them it takes about 7 minutes. If I didn't catch them at a good time, there's no point in continuing the conversation. You're going to waste your time continuing the conversation with somebody that they're on another line or something. Some people, they get somebody that's open to an offer, they get excited, right? And then you try to make something happen out of nothing. If you caught them at a bad time, the most important thing is, hey, no problem, I don't want to rush anything. What's a better time I can call you back? That's all you got to do. And then you call them back when they say, all right? So who submitted this lead? Let me see. So we got Miss Reed in Michigan and Detroit, Who submitted this lead? Omar, not Omar. Dalian. You submitted this lead. Make sure that you call them back in an hour if you're watching this live, okay? Because she is open to an offer. And right off the bat, she says, what's your offer? Well, that shows me they're interested. Now my next thing is I got to make sure they're engaged in the conversation. All right, we're still in Detroit, Michigan. We're moving on. We got another one. Let's give them a call. If you guys enjoying this, go ahead and shoot me a follow on Instagram. Shoot me a DM with the word Clubhouse, and I'll send you a promo code to the course I got. I'm going to be getting a lot more heavy into YouTube, creating a lot of free content, good content, because I feel like there's a lot of good content out there, a lot of bad content, but a lot of stuff is like motivational quotes and stuff, which is fine. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, what works better for me is educational posts. So motivation comes and goes. Education, something you can implement in your business. I like giving back to my audience stuff they can actually use. A motivational quote probably won't cut it for you if you're like me, okay? So I like giving out free education that people can actually start using in their business. Deal Desk is probably one of the best resources I can do. Making live calls on your leads. I do this stuff for free. I don't get paid for this. It's just my way of giving back, increasing my network and helping you out. Okay, so let's call this lead one more time. In Detroit, Michigan. All right, we got Detroit, Michigan. Let's see. We got a few more in Detroit. Then we're going to move on to Dallas, Texas. Another great market. If you guys are running high run comps, I actually use PropStream. You can get a 7-day free trial on dealdeskdata.com. I'm going to be making a part 2 video on my YouTube channel on how you can run comps so quickly. Because it may seem easy for me to do that, but it's not easy. In the beginning, I sucked at running comps. And a lot of times what you don't want to do is give an offer to somebody that's like, once you get somebody on the phone, if you guys are new, if you get somebody on the phone that wants an offer, you cannot rush that process, right? So while you're transitioning to making offers over the phone, before you're 100% comfortable with that, right? If you're still getting used to it, what you want to do is say, hey, I got all the information I needed. Is it okay if I give you a call back in 5 to 10 minutes? That way, the bedroom, bathroom, condition, roof, AC, why they want to sell, when they want to sell, maybe even how much they want to sell for. But you should never, ever, ever give an offer over the phone unless you're 100% confident about it. Okay? So what I mean by that, tell them, hey, I got all the information I needed. Is it okay if I give you a call back in 5 to 10 minutes? Between that time frame, run the comps, take your time, and then call them back with the price the max you can give them their head. Okay, so I'll be making a part 2. In my company, we use MLS and PropStream. Okay, and PropStream always updates a lot of new features on there that we take advantage of. A lot of people don't really know how to use PropStream to its fullest capability. There's ways on PropStream that you're able to make an offer very quickly, and I'm going to break that down in another video, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot of people on YouTube Live, Clubhouse as well. Let's move on to the next one. That person didn't pick up the phone. So we got one more in Detroit, and then we're going to move on to Dallas, okay? We got a few minutes left, so I'm going to keep cranking this up. All right, let's see if this one picks up in Detroit. So far, we had a few good conversations. I think the best conversation we had was with that investor in Miami. Because let me tell you, if you find somebody that is active in commercial and you bring them a good deal, if they can actually execute, if they're serious, if they're savvy, you guys can make a lot of opportunity for each other, okay? All right, so let's call this lead. All right, cool. Somebody says I drink too much water. It is. I drink about a gallon and a half a day. So I always carry this around. Whether I'm doing production, photos, whatever, Deal Desk Live, I feel like a goldfish. I drink tons and tons of water. And I'm also doing the 75 hard.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Veasley.
Hello. Uh-huh.
Hey, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner not too long ago in regards to your property on St. Mary Street. Were you still looking to sell?
Possible.
Did I catch it a good time?
Yeah, I'm kind of driving. What you got going on?
Yeah, I actually want to give you an offer. That's the reason I was calling you. It takes about 7 minutes. Is that okay?
That's fine. Go ahead.
Perfect, perfect. So my process is actually very simple. Like I said, I just want to, ask you a few questions about the property. That way I can go and evaluate it right in the computer, see what I can offer you. It takes about 7 minutes. And your name's Steven as well. My name's Steven too. Perfect. So just to let you know, I'm very upfront about this. I'm not going to waste your time or my time. We are an investment company, so we may not always be the best fit for you, but if we're not and you're still interested in selling, we do have a team of agents just in case. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right, perfect. So I was looking here in the notes. Last time you spoke with my partner a while back, it says you need some touch-ups are needed, need some work. It's a 4-bedroom, 1-bath. 1,200 square feet. Tenants are paying about $650. Can you tell me a little bit more specifically about the interior condition, bedrooms, bathrooms, and then like the roof, the AC, those kinds of things as well?
Well, it just got a gravity furnace first off, and the roof needs to be replaced.
It needs to be replaced. So this guy's asking 30, and this part, gotcha. So the roof needs to be replaced. Okay. And what about the electric and plumbing? How's that look?
Everything else, the electrical.
You know what's crazy?
Plumbing is fine.
Let me see. I think 30 is actually full market value in this area, believe it or not. Let me take a look at some more data here.
No air, no AC.
No AC, okay. And those tenants in there, are they good tenants? Do they pay on time? What's that look like?
Tenants are terrible.
What was that?
The tenants are no good.
Oh, they're not good?
Yep.
It's motivation. Why are they not good? Are they not paying the rent?
They're not paying, man.
Oh man. How long's that been going on? I'm pressing on the pain point.
6 months ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, the good thing is we deal with a lot of sellers in your exact scenario, so it's not our first rodeo. Now, are they like on a month-to-month or annual lease? Okay, month-to-month. Perfect. That makes things a little bit easier. Okay. And if you got an offer that made sense to you, what kind of time frame were you looking to sell? About a week, a month, a couple months?
30 days.
30 days.
30 days.
Okay. Perfect. 30 days. Actually, you know what? Let me see if this is an LC. Got it. And I'm trying to look around the area here at some similar properties. Did you have any idea while I'm looking around, did you have any idea as to what you think it might be worth or what you're looking to at least sell for? I found an LLC that bought one for 35. So what was that?
I don't have any idea.
Gotcha. So I'm going to anchor price them now. Gotcha. Okay. Now let me take a look around here. Are you familiar with Rutherford Street?
Yeah.
There's a property actually right there on 8891 Rutherford Street that actually sold for about $20,000. And I want to be quiet and see how he reacts.
Okay.
Yeah. And, taking that to consideration, I mean, if we cover the closing costs, the fees, the commissions, we can really close in a time frame that works best for you. We can even help you out with the tenants. Seems like a headache. We can take that over for you. But taking that to consideration, I mean, what do you think would be the best price you can do?
I don't know if I'm gonna go that low, 20 grand. I just can't go that low,
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's what we would pay you. I'm just giving you facts of the neighborhood, but I mean, I'm just looking at the facts, but taking that to consideration, if we took care of all the stuff for you, we can close whenever you like. That's not a problem. What do you think would be the best price you can do? 30 works? I'm trying to get juice here. Okay, stuck at 30. Gotcha. Okay. So 30 is the best price you can do. Let me do this. I think that price range kind of makes sense for me. I got to double check with my partner. Is it okay if I put you in a brief hold while I kind of crunch the numbers and see if that's a good fit? And Before I look at this, if we can do that price, is this something you're ready to move forward with today as far as an agreement in place?
I ain't gonna say I'm ready to move on it now, but I can think about it. But let's come back with. Give me your number.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that if my partner gives me the green light at 30 and I come back to you and say we can do that, and again, there's no rush. You move at your pace. I just need to know what kind of time frame, more or less, you were looking to move forward as far as an agreement in place. So when I say agreement in place, it doesn't mean like, we sign an agreement and then you sell the house today. There's a process we have to go through. We have to do title work, all that stuff. So that takes a couple of days. So it's not like if we look an agreement today, you don't sell today. We close on the property when you tell us, but we have to make sure the title's clear and there's a few process we have to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, if he gives me the green light on the 30, is this something you're ready to move forward as far as an agreement today?
It's possible.
Okay. Well, let me just make sure that price makes sense. I'll put you in a brief hold, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I dug in a little bit because something I don't like is I got to think about it. All right? I got to think about it. So he's motivated. Now, I got to double check these comps because I'm not too familiar with Detroit. I did see an LLC that bought one for 35. So it's not going to be a home run deal. This is a very low price point area. The highest that I see sold for $62,000. The highest cash comp I see is 35. Therefore, in this one, remember, when I'm looking at comps to make my offers, I don't look at properties that have similar bedroom, bathroom, year-built square footage. I found basically an identical one that sold for 35. So this is a $5,000 deal. I tried getting it juicier, but he stayed at that price. And, people may be firm on a price for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's the mortgage owed. Oh, this one also sold. Wow. Hold on a second. This LLC bought this for 62, but wow. Well, we don't know what kind of condition that one was in. This one doesn't have photos. The other one does, and it's in okay shape. So we may be able to sell for 50. We don't know. It really depends on the condition. But what I want to do is get a commitment out of this guy. So he showed his commitment. Now, the thing is, he's driving. It's not like, hey, I'm going to send you a contract. What I want to do is get a commitment out of him and then follow back up with him. Okay? So I want to assume the close once we agree on a price. Hey, Mr. Beasley. Mr. Beasley, you there?
Go ahead.
Hey, I appreciate your patience. Hey, good news is I think we can go and do that price. The next step is I wanted to email you over an agreement so we can review it together. I know you're driving. Obviously, I don't want to send it while you're driving. Is there a better time my partner can call you back so we can kind of review that together?
Just call me back around 3 o'clock today.
3 o'clock. Perfect. Okay, I'll have them call you at 3 o'clock and we'll go through it then, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Woo! The very last call, I call this the money bell. You ring for money. So check this out. This is a $5,000 deal. Just quickly looking at it. The guy's motivated. His tenants haven't been paying for 6 months. 6 months. You notice when I put him on hold, the reason I put him on hold is because let's say I said I can do 30 right off the bat. Oh, yeah, we can do 30. I'll send you the contract. People are going to be like, whoa. Like this guy's moving too fast. This guy already had his guard up, but he agreed to the price. We got a verbal accepted offer at 30. Who submitted this lead? Sometimes you guys miss this when I go live, and then I call you back saying, hey, I got a verbal accepted offer, or hey, I got a contract, and then like, oh, man, I didn't even know that. Make sure you guys are tuning in if you're submitting the leads, okay? So who got the, how do I pronounce this? Dalian? Hey, so you got a verbal accepted offer from Mr. Beasley, all right? You have to call him back in 1 hour. Now, guys, really important. On this deal desk, I close the deal, I'll set up the deal, but it's not my responsibility to follow up with the person closing. That's up to you. I gave it to you on a silver platter. It's up to you to eat it or not, okay? All right, so this guy's a deal. What's crazy is I see another LLC bound for $62,000. If ours is in similar condition to when that one sold, you have yourself at least a $20,000 deal. Okay. So yeah, very good. I think that's gonna wrap it up for today on YouTube. Clubhouse, don't go anywhere. Clubhouse, okay. Clubhouse, stay on. I'm gonna do a quick Q&A for anybody that wants to ask any questions or anything like that. YouTube Live, thank you for watching this. Make sure you guys, if you guys want to look into that course, hit me up. Hit on Instagram, shoot me DM the word Clubhouse. I will give you a promo code that makes the course I give for $97. I've been doing this for over 12 years. I'm sure you can pick up a thing or two, okay? All right, YouTube Live, I'll see you guys later. Clubhouse, I'm about to join you guys in a second. All right, guys, take care. YouTube Live. All right, so